try to make, we're going to go up. Make this a 0, and then up. Make this a 0, and then make this a 0. Okay? So this is called, by the way, reduced row echelon form. Okay? So where you try to get the identity, let me try to make all of this smaller. The formula that we need to use to get the next step. The point is to make the negative 1/2 into a 0. So what should we do? Multiply which row? We want to use a 1 on that column, which is row 3, isn't it? Row 3 needs to be multiplied by what? By 1/2. So when we add it to the negative 1/2, that becomes a 0. So we add it to which row? The second one, okay? So then the first and the third row stays the same. 1, 8, negative 2, 9, 0, 0, 1, and 4. So 1/2 times 0, 0 plus 0, that would be 0. 1/2 times 0, 0 plus 1 is 1. 1/2 times 1 is 1/2 minus 1/2, so that would be 1/2 minus 1/2? 0. Then is 1/2 times 4. What would that be? 2 plus 0? 2. Awesome. That is so nice. Wonderful. Okay, so now we need to make this negative 2 into a 0, this 8 into a 0. So you tell me, what do you suggest we should do? What is it?
This is a long process.
It is a long one, and that's why I wanted to go over these problems, because, you know, it is long. So you tell me, what should I do? Multiply what? Which one do you want to eliminate first, the 8 or the negative 2? The 8? Okay, so then we need to multiply row 2 by negative 8, and then add it to row 1. That's right. So row 2 and 3 stay the same. 0, 1, 0, 2, 0, 0, 1, and 4. So negative 8 times 0 is 0 plus 1. That's 1. Negative 8 times 1 plus 8. So negative 8 times 1 is negative 8 plus 8, 0. Negative 8 times 0 is 0 minus 2. No, negative 2. Negative 8 times 2 is negative 16 plus 9. Negative 7? Negative 7. Okay. So far, so good. Yes. Okay. So now the last step is to get rid of the negative 2. So what should be the formula? 2 times row, in which row do you have the 1? Row 3. So 2 times row 3, 2 times 1, added to row 1. So we keep the second and the third row, and so when you multiply 2 times 0, so it's 2 times 0 is 0 plus 1, that's 1. 2 times 0 is 0 plus 0, still 0. 2 times 1 is 2 minus 2, 0. 2 times 4 is 8. 2 times 4 is 8 minus 7. That would be 1. Yes, we got the solution. Wow, that is a long problem. Yes, okay, so you're going to have so much fun during spring break. You're like, yes. So the solution is, let's go back to the variables. The first set of variables was the x, The first column is the x, the second column is the y, the third column is the z. Therefore, if I start with the x, the first solution should be, first number should be 1, right? Because x is 1, y is 2, and z is 4. So the first is 1, and then is a 2, and is a 4. And that is the solution. So this is considered the reduced row echelon form. And the reduced row echelon form is when you have an identity on the left side. Oops, I got excited right there. Okay, so on the left side, all this, you see this 1, 1, 1, 1, zeros on top, zeros on the bottom. This is a reduced row echelon form. And that's what they're asking you in numbers 22 through 29 to do reduced row echelon form. Okay, so let me give you the answers for 22. That way you know if you're doing them right or not, okay? So the answers, you want to write them down? For 22, it was, we got 3 and 0.5. 23, it's negative 3 and 1. 24, negative 11 and 3. 25, negative 1 and 2. 26, 1, 2, and 4. Yes, we got it. 27 is 10, negative 2, and 1. 28 is 24, negative 13, negative 18. 29 is 52, 10, and 24. And then after 29 is supposed to be number 30. So number 30 and number 31, they're kind of like the same thing as what I did with number 15 with you guys. And then for number 32, the answer is 1, 5, 1. And number 3, it's z plus 5, z minus, 9 minus z and z. Okay, so one more time. Parentheses, z plus 5, comma, 9 minus z, comma, and z. That was number 33. And it says, solve each systems of equations. So for number 32 and for number 33, let me kind of like give you an idea of how that is supposed to look. So numbers 45 through 47. Just a minute. Okay. So in 45 through 47, let's go ahead and take a look at those problems, 45 through 47. If you look at number 45, take a look at the textbook. It's asking you, determine the row operation performed to obtain each matrix. What are you supposed to do to get a 0? Notice that the first row is the same, the second row is the same. The third one is the one that changed. So how would you get that 0 on the third row? What should be the formula that we should have so we can have a 0 on the third row? What should be the formula? What should we do? What should we do to this here to get a 0 over here?
Times negative 1.
Times, you're going to multiply y times negative 1. You always use the 1 in the column, right? Okay, so we're using this one. What row is this one? Row 2. So what do we do to row 2 so that we can make this a 0? 1 times 1. And then minus 1. So don't we just add them up? Right? So just add row 2 plus row 3, and that would be the answer. So that's what you gotta do, okay? So 45, the solution for number 45 should be R2 plus R3, and that would be the solution. So all you gotta do in these problems is tell me what the solution, what the operation should be, and that's it, okay? Have a wonderful spring break.
Do we do odd for all of them, or just
No, you do 1 through 5, all of them, 9 through 13 odd, so it's 9, 11, and 13, and then 15 through 33 and 45 through 47, all of them, yes, okay? Enjoy the spring break. Keep it. It's yours. Yes.